Well, for our interview today, we've got one of our seniors, Peter Krause. Thanks for coming in, Peter.
Thanks for having me.
You're already totally done here. You've had baccalaureate mass, graduation, but you still came in for the podcast, so thanks so much.
You're welcome, Pablo.
So you are doing something a little unusual this summer. How about you tell our listeners what your plan is for the summer?
I'm going to be a missionary at Damascus, so I'm going to be running CYSC in Brighton after a bit of training in Ohio. And I'm going to be there until the beginning of August. I'm just going to be leading all the retreats, all the summer camp stuff.
So kind of like a camp counselor type of thing?
Yeah, I'm going to be a counselor. There's like other people who like run the programs and stuff, but I'm the guy who like talks to the kids and like I'll be their guide for like the whole week.
So that's sweet. We've got a bunch of students here going. We've got 30 spots filled.
Really?
And I think there's other spots at Resurrection Parish. They're going to bring a bunch.
I heard.
So it should be a lot of familiar faces.
That's cool. I'm excited for like 1 week where I definitely recognize people. That'll be nice. Especially,
The rest of the summer will be kids from all over the place.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people, especially I heard that this year they had like a lot of people, especially one of their camps, they used to have 3, but now they only have 2. One of them, like, for some reason they couldn't do it. So I think there's like even more people from more and more places who really wanted to come this year. So
now, what led you to decide to do this for the summer?
It was a lot of different factors. Most of it was I don't really know what I want to do in college. And so in the back of my brain, I was always just like, maybe I could do like something faith related, like something like a missionary sort of thing. And Damascus seemed like a really good starting place for me, mostly because I've led summer camps before, Christian summer camps, and I've always had fun. I've always been good at that. So I just felt like this is definitely something I can do. And if I apply for it and if I get in, Damascus is a place that like they would only really let you in if they prayed about it a lot and like decided that you would be a good fit. So I'm just open to it, and they clearly chose me, so there must be something there for me. So
that's great. Yeah, I've been going to Damascus as a chaplain for at least 4 or 5 years, and every time it's just a highlight of my whole summer is to go there and get to be a part of it. So it's cool to see that you're going to be one of the missionaries there helping run the whole place.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
So you've done a lot of stuff here at Lansing Catholic over the years. You've been involved in drama. Tell us some of the plays you've been in over the years.
In my sophomore year, freshman year was COVID, so I didn't get to be in anything freshman year. But sophomore year, I was in Arsenic and Old Lace for the play and Wizard of Oz for the musical. I was really small characters in both of those. And then junior year, I was in Cinderella as the king. I had a song in that, so pretty okay part, bigger than last year. And then the play that year was Harvey. I was a pretty big character in that too. I had a lot of talking. So that was really fun. And then this year I was the lead. I was the main character in the musical. I was Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady. That was really, really fun. And then also in the play, I was a pretty small character, just randomly in the play. That was Our Town. But,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, My Fair Lady was probably one of the better high school productions I've ever seen. And you and Kaylin did a really good job. Both of you had a good chemistry throughout that whole show because it's just a lot of dialogue.
True,
But you guys really carried the show.
A lot of talking. Yeah.
Yes, it was very well done. You've also been involved in band. What have you played in band?
Yeah, so I play bass drum during marching band. So I'm the biggest bass drum. Well, I was. And when it's not marching band, it's percussion. And so how percussion works is everybody in percussion is expected to learn every single percussion instrument. So I played snare, played bass drum, I played bells like xylophone, that sort of thing. I played that. I played the tambourine. I love the tambourine. Played the cowbell in my last concert. That was fun. But yeah, that's really what I do in band. Hit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch the concerts because the percussion group is always in the back and they kind of move around depending on the song. They might go over to the bells thing and then they'll go over to the, I don't even know what they're called, the xylophone, I think. And there's some songs where like we might not have a part, so usually we stand back there and we dance. But Mrs. T doesn't like us being out for concerts, which sucks. It's honestly too
terrible.
distracting dancing in the
honestly, back. There was one for this last concert that was really good. It's called the Carnival of Venice, and Calvin Wasilewicz had like a really good trumpet solo, but it was a waltz. And so for a while, me and AJ Gates would waltz back there, and it was really fun. But Mrs. T wouldn't let us do that in a real concert. Very sad.
And then this year you said you played tennis. Is that a first for you?
Yeah, that is a first. This fall, a really good friend of mine told me I should play tennis, and it was just like, it's my senior year, like I might as well do something cool. And so I played tennis. I wasn't very good. I was okay. I'm actually undefeated in varsity, fun fact, because I only played one varsity match the entire year, and I won because it was really easy. But that's why they put me there.
Well, way to go out on top for your senior varsity sport. And then you've also been involved in discipleship groups. So tell our listeners a little bit about what that is.
Yeah. So for the past 3 years, I think I started coming my sophomore year. I didn't go freshman year. But every Thursday morning before school, during late start, I would go and we would play games. We would have fun. And then we'd talk about, Jesus. We would read scripture and stuff. And yeah. I really like discipleship group. It's been a big part of my faith life here, especially my sophomore and junior year. Senior year, I kind of fell out of the habit, but towards the end there, I started going a lot more, which was really nice, actually. It reminded me of like how important it used to be for me, and it was pretty epic. Yeah.
So you've got a couple of other siblings who have either been to school here or currently, so tell us about your family a bit.
My older brother, Joseph, he came here 2 years ago, so I don't know what class that would be of, class of 2022, I think. That's what it is. He's going to U of M right now. He's back for the summer because he has an internship at some like chemical engineering place because he's trying to get into that sort of thing. Yeah. He's pretty cool. He's really smart. Then my little sister, she goes here still. She's a sophomore. Her name's Sarah. And then my little brother, he's in middle school at Resurrection. His name's Andrew. He's in 7th grade. So
will he be here in a few more years?
Yeah, 2 years he'll be here. That's going to be interesting. I had fun with that, Father Joe, if you're still here. Yeah, he's a crazy kid.
So this is a little bit of a tangent, I suppose, but the podcast stats, you can go and look at how many people are listening, and it's broken down by gender and age group, and it also tells you where they're listening from.
Oh, really?
And we have a few people that listen from Scotland. So I'm wondering, is that someone that's related to you? Because your mom is from Scotland, right?
Honestly, maybe. I don't know who would pull up, let's say, Catholic podcast. You know what? That actually sounds kind of like my grandpa. Maybe he'd do that. I don't know.
Well, especially if he hears that you're on the show right now. It'll increase our listenership.
That's really
from
cool.
Scotland.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So your mom is born in Scotland, but your dad, is he not? Is he American?
So, yeah, he's American. His family has actually been in America for a really long time. I have like ancestors who fought in the Revolutionary War, Civil War.
Wow.
Pretty cool. But that's like only half of his family. The other half like immigrated from Poland. But when it comes to my mom, my grandma was born in Ireland, and so she's really from there. And then my grandpa, he was raised partly in England, but he's from Scotland and lives there now. Yeah, a lot of Scottish heritage there. Pretty epic. I'm from Clan Ferguson. Fun fact. I don't really know a lot about Ferguson. I know we're close to the border, so that's pretty neat. What I like to think about is the Romans. The Romans, when they found Scotland after conquering England, they saw naked people running in the battle with blue paint on themselves, and they got too scared and just built a wall and ran away. And I like to think that because my clan was close to the border there, that there were some of the people that scared them off. So that's pretty fun. I like to
the
think
Romans did not know how to handle that.
No, they didn't. Honestly,
these naked barbarians
it's crazy.
Running
They
at them.
they civilized like all that world. They civilized like the Franks, like Germany. They conquered all that land. They get to Scotland. They don't know what to do. Honestly, yeah.
So can you do a Scottish accent?
No, I can't. I can decipher what is and what isn't, though. So it really annoys me when people try and they can't. But I'm really bad at it. I know that, like, if you really want to do it right, you have to take out some of your O's. So, like, say instead of saying shower, you would say shar and, like, something like that.
Interesting.
I know how to, like, say some words, like, in a kind of accent. But I can't, like, just go into one. I'm not good
So
at that.
the Disney Pixar movie Brave is set in Scotland. How would you rate the accents in that movie? Have you seen
Those
it?
are actually pretty good. Like, I'm being totally serious. Some of them, of course, are used for comic relief, which that's a pretty funny movie. Some of them, most of them are pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show and sharing a little bit about your time here at Lansing Catholic. Do you have any, like, parting words for underclassmen or bits of advice?
Not really. You guys should go to discipleship group or do the musical. That's a good idea too. You should do that. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, I promise. That's about it.
Great. Well, we wish you all the best. Don't be a stranger. Be sure to stop by and say hello. Maybe we'll get an update from you in next year or so.
Sure.
Well, have a great summer. Take care down there at Damascus, and don't let the kids drive you crazy too much.
Alrighty. Thank you, Father Joe.